As you know from all the other videos, I've been effusive about this, but I only have a couple more interviews left, and I get to end by interviewing somebody I consider a friend, somebody that I consider like, anytime I hear his voice, he takes me to another place and another world. And my kids also hear this man's voice. It's not uncommon to walk through my house and hear Johnathan McClain's voice coming out of my kids' rooms on their Echoes, their Amazon Echoes. So I'd like to introduce Johnathan McClain to
everybody.
Hey, could you tell us, how do we know you from this crazy genre that we're a part of?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, the first and probably still the most recognizable thing that I've done is the Brian Rimmel's Noobtown series. That was the first LitRPG book that I ever narrated, and to this day is like the one dearest to my heart and probably the most successful. Also, I've had a weird, big, busy, explosive year. I will by the end of the year have about 20 different series that I'm narrating, but ones that I'm into the middle of right now are bog standard isekai, I think people probably have heard of, or Ultimate Level 1 perhaps. I have a bunch of new series coming out, and then I co-wrote my own series, the second book of which is coming out in a couple of months in October, called Meet Your Maker, that I also narrate. It's been a weirdly busy. By the end of this year, I think I will have narrated about 40-something books, which is a new record for me. It's like just under a book a week, which I've certainly not done in the past.
And I've had the opportunity to interview Johnathan before, and we had a nice conversation about what that kind of schedule does to you and how you have to partition off your life. So look for that if you're more interested in that. But we want to know more about LitRPG Con. So tell us about the panels you had the opportunity to either be a part of or narrate, the ones you're really excited about.
I mean, this has been great. This has been one of the better weekends I've had in a really long time. First, I'll just say for a first time convention, unbelievable. Geneva, Emily, the women from Sound Booth, Jeff and his whole team, Jeff Hayes, pulled off just something remarkable. So that's been great. I mean, for me, the panels have been excellent. I was on a panel the very first day. I was on the first panel right after the intro, which was me and Andy Parsnow and Heath Miller and some other narrators just talking about narration. Did another narrator panel because I'm also an author. I did an author panel with some great writers. I moderated a panel with Sour Patch Hero and some other people that I'm a huge fan of. For me, honestly, the big highlight of the weekend was on Friday night. There was a variety show, and it's a Sound Booth Theater production, so it's all the regulars, Annie Ellicott and JTJ, Justin, and Justin Thomas James, and Jeff, just the whole Ryan Reed, the Sound Booth regulars. And for whatever reason, I got lucky enough, or I owe somebody money. They allowed me to participate. So my co-writer and I, Seth McDuffie, wrote 2 sketches for that, and then I performed them. One was a full ensemble, and then one was just a 2-hander with me and Annie Ellicott. And
can I just cut you off here? Because
yeah, sure.
He didn't just participate. I think I saw him sit down once during the whole time.
And then I did also get to be a part of the Dungeon Crawler Carl season 2, audio immersion on a live performance. So because Matt's the best, and so that was a huge moment for me because. Long story short, I started my career as a stage actor before I moved to TV and then narration and other things. And I haven't been on stage in probably about 9 years. And so to get up in front of a live audience, and it was a packed house. It was several hundred to maybe 1,000 people, to get up in front of a live audience and do some acting in front of people with stuff that I wrote was I will never be able to thank Jeff enough and everybody enough. I needed it. Because being alone in a booth all day, for however many hours, 40 books worth of hours is, that's a lonely gig. So
I'm curious, are you ever going to live stream your recordings?
No.
Okay.
So I know Heath does it.
Andrea does it as well.
Yeah. And she's fearless and Heath is smooth. I am a mess. I'm a mess when I'm recording. It would be like watching your mechanic try and repair your carburetor. All you want to know is that your car is fixed and it runs smoothly now and the engine sounds great. You don't want to see that guy.
No, I do. And I'm sorry to cut you off, but there are 2 scenes that I in particular want to see from you.
Sure.
The last one was from this most recent Noobtown book in Jersey.
Sure.
And the other one we talked about was when in Big Sneaky, when I forget the scene, but I think doesn't he? It was confusion. He gets the confusion spell.
Right, and I mean, well, here's the other thing. So those guys like Heath and Andrea and Jeff, certainly, if you've ever seen Jeff stream, his studio is fantastic. I built my studio in 2020 when lockdown happened, and I just converted this like 5 by 8 foot closet in my downstairs into my recording studio. So it works perfectly, and acoustically, whatever. It looks like I'm in a murder dungeon when I'm down there. Like, seriously, I have actually tried to Zoom from there, and people are like, "You're freaking me out. Where are you? This is like some Silence of the Lambs shit. Please go somewhere else."
So it's perfect. We'll make you a Discord server, and we'll call it Live from the Murder Dungeon.
I mean, like, honestly, now, actually, you're helping. Here's the thing. I don't know really what Discord is. I've never done it. So, like, I understand that's a thing I should also be investigating.
I don't either.
Okay. All right. We'll figure it out together. But,
one thing before you go, I want to hear about, you turned this coming to LitRPG Con into a road trip. Yeah. So tell us how far you had to come and sort of what that's about.
Not that far, honestly. I live in LA, and my wife and I was about to book the flight, and we've got a very busy summer schedule, as I just laid out. It's pretty busy, and that's just the recording stuff. I've got, I write movies and stuff, so I've got to do that too. She's very busy. She's a private chef. She's got a lot of clients in town.
Can I turn the camera?
Well, let me ask her. Are you comfortable with being seen? Okay.
Just wave. Hey, there you go. All right.
So you can't find her online. Like, she has no social media presence. She there are pictures of us on red carpets with her looking freaked out, and like that's the best it gets. But so it was a last minute thing because we just don't get a lot of time together. We see each other in the morning and maybe right before bed if I'm not still working. And so we were like, let's just do 48 hours on the front end, 48 hours on the back end, and it's in Denver, 16-hour trip. We'll stop. There's a halfway point called Richfield, Utah. We found a little cabin that we could rent. It's great. And then if anybody's ever coming from the West Coast to Denver and you want to do the road trip, getting through Vegas and whatever, that's what that is. Once you get into the latter half of Utah and into Colorado and you're going past like Vail and Breck and Red Rocks and you're driving by the river and there's the rapids, like it's super magical. And someone asked me if I was like listening to audiobooks. I was like, no. I was like, I'm not. It's like I'm asking your accountant if he's like doing math on his vacation. Like, no, I'm listening to music and stuff on the way.
Well, Johnathan, before we go, I want to know, now this, you got to keep it concise because I know how much stuff you're working on.
Oh, I'll keep it tight.
What you have coming out here in the next few months and where we can find you online.
I mean, the most significant thing that I have happening is the second book in the series that I wrote with Seth McDuffie, author of Big Sneaky Barbarian, the Meet Your Maker series. Book 2 comes out October the 14th, which is 3 days after Seth's wedding, which I am officiating. So it would mean a lot to us if you would, for a wedding gift to Seth, check out Seth's book.
You went there.
I did. I'm pandering, friends. I'm pandering. I'm really mostly active on Instagram, kind of only, at Mr. J. McClain on Instagram. But I have a website, JonathanMcClain.com, Jonathan spelled JOHNATHAN, MCCLAIN.com. And I have a contact page there, and I will respond. It may take me a minute, but I respond to every single email that gets filtered through to me. So if you want to reach out, reach out.
If he responded to me, he will respond to you.
I know, I'm still paying for that.
Well, thank you so much for being with us, and I hope you have a safe trip back.
Thank you all.